Oh my God.
Hello.
That countdown went way too fucking quick. I'm still messing with porn.
Oh, crap. Close window. Close window.
Close the window. It's chilly in here. What is up, everybody? It is your boy D-Roy, and this is the Doghouse Fantasy Football Podcast. Find me on Twitter and Instagram and YouTube at RoyDog_13 and over at TikTok, RoyDog13. Over on Facebook, Dennis M. Roy, as per usual. With me, as always, is Mr. Paul Burkholz. How you doing, Paulie?
I'm good. Good. How you been?
Fuck. I'm just busy as shit. That's why there hasn't been live stream or fucking any type of, just audio podcast. I'm doing a lot of shit. My mom, I was taking care of her for a while and for like the last 3 years, and finally got her out and on her own, and just been kind of decluttering and getting the house all back to square one and stuff like that. So a long weekend, just doing nothing but cleaning and throwing shit away and all that. So the fun stuff, the stuff that everybody wants to hear about. How you been, man? I haven't talked to you for a while.
Yeah, well, got a new schedule. So, and then it was like transition week and with the new schedule. And then we went to 6-day delivery instead of 7. So everything was pretty crazy this week. It was like double days in football.
Yeah.
It was a physical week. So it was a nice weekend. I had to get some stuff done around here, and then did that. And this is my Sunday. So tomorrow I'll go back and start all over again. So,
fun times.
Good, man. Good. It's like it's almost like winter up here today. It's like 40 degrees, but that wind is like 20, makes it like 30. Yeah, I got the hoodie on, man, because it's cold. I had to turn the heat back on.
I mean, it's not as cold down here as it is up there, but I mean, just the difference in temperature from last week to this week is just
Right.
It's just ridiculous. And it's just, yeah, put the hoodie on. I got asked today, they're like, oh, you put a jacket on, I see. And I'm like, yeah, well, it's a little fucking like, it's a little fucking chilly. Like, hey, some of us don't want to get fucking sick. So,
Yeah.
But
Hey, they extended Sirianni today. What you thinking?
They did. I haven't seen the contract details on that yet, though. I don't know if they came out yet. They fucking did that. They announced that this morning, and I'm like, okay, you want to tell us how much this shit is? But I mean, if you're asking me if it's a good thing, yeah, it is a good thing. You want to keep some consistency and stuff in there, and I mean, when you really look at the kind of the turmoil that's been going there for the last couple of years with like the coordinators and stuff, basically, winning the Super Bowl just kind of cured all those pains and aches and pains and stuff. And it's nice just to kind of have a consistent voice in that locker room when it's coming from the coaches, the coaching perspective and stuff. But we'll see. I mean, it changes, yearly now, so we'll see what happens. But good for him. I'm pretty sure it's probably a pretty decent contract.
And Niners making moves, huh? They got Purdy. They got Fred Warner today.
I saw Fred Warner.
Yeah.
I didn't take a look at the Fred Warner one. I didn't see that one until about an hour before we were on.
Yeah, it just came out. I want to say it's a 3-year extension.
3-year, $63 million in total. That's pretty fair. That's actually a pretty damn good contract. It's 56.7 guaranteed. Yeah, 28-year-old elevates him to second in per year annual salary for inside linebackers. And he's just ahead of Roquan Smith at $20 million per year. So that one's the good contract. The Purdy one
Yeah.
going to be the risk.
And then they came out where no trade clause. Like, hey, I don't think you got to worry about that.
I don't know who the fuck. I just don't know who the fuck they thought they were competing against. Making that signing, because I'm just like, all right. I don't get it.
It's a little bit of an overpay, but like at the end of the day, and like 3 more seasons, so he's probably one of the cheaper quarterbacks still.
Yeah.
I mean, give him some nice guaranteed money. To kind of solve the issue at quarterback for at least the next 3 years.
Yeah.
Now, I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I get it from their perspective, but
you don't scare nobody.
Is Purdy the one making the other players better, or is it the other players that are making Purdy better? And that's right? That's kind of what you always have to ask, right?
Right. I mean, he don't scare nobody.
No.
Like, all right. And then that offensive line got weaker.
I know.
So, like, I don't know, man. Fred Warner, though, dog.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, and that team itself, actually, if you look at all the moves that they've done this year, outside of the offensive line, they're actually not that bad. They should have a nice little bounce back this year. I think there was a little bit of talk about like their schedule is a little harder.
I thought they had the easiest schedule in the league.
It is the easiest? Can you tell I haven't done strength of schedule yet?
Are you drinking a cup full of M&Ms?
I wish. I don't know if you know this, Paul, but they got a thin candy shell on them.
They melt in your mouth, not in your hand.
Oh, hey.
So those Sanders signed,
Yeah, about $4.5 million, $500,000 signing bonus included in that. So, not too bad.
And then, Pickens getting traded because we haven't talked since then, really.
Yeah, we have not talked about that yet.
And that's not a bad get if he, stays on course.
As long as he keeps his head straight. I mean, him going to Dallas is really going to help out CeeDee Lamb, and it's going to help out Dak Prescott. Gives him a viable number 2 option in the passing offense. And really, when you look at it, it should open things up a little bit more for the running game. So you're going to have Sanders and Williams there, and then Jaden Blue, the rookie, should open some running lanes in there. And I don't think that offensive line is that bad at all either. So
what's your early thoughts on Blue and Javonte Williams? We got to see some preseason game yet. It's a little early, I know, but
I don't know. It's tough because you and me
have not enough information yet.
You and me are really big Javonte Williams fans, and I mean, I moved my autographed helmet too, the Broncos helmet, so I've got that in this room too. But
we both know what he can do. We saw it. It's just that knee injury, man.
That knee injury fucking killed him.
I mean, and it may have messed with his head too.
Very much so. I wouldn't put it past.
Sean Payton doesn't help.
No. Yeah, it's. I mean, Sanders being there is going to kind of muck things up. It's going to give Jaden Blue a little bit of an opportunity, at least better than say Deuce Vaughn, because he's a little bit bigger than him. But I mean, Jaden Blue still isn't like your tried and true. Like he's not going to carry the running on.
Deuce Vaughn, actual size.
Deuce Jesus. was that a Deuce? Hold on. Was that a Deuce Vaughn card?
No.
It would have been a lot better if you were like, "Oh, this is Deuce Vaughn, actual size."
Deuce Vaughn, actual size.
Oh, it's a Transformer. It's Optimus
Yeah,
Prime.
it's a Transformer keyring thing or keychain. It actually transforms.
little known fact: Deuce Vaughn is the keychain in Kyler Murray's fucking convertible.
Which he stole from Ken Barbie. What else? What else I said? Well, Pickens, I think, is a good fit there. It's going to make a very interesting offer. Mike McCarthy's got to be like, "Are you kidding me? Yeah. Now? Now you get Pickens now? You know, like."
I still like the I still like the Aaron Rodgers thing after after Golden was taken. He's like, really? Fucking now you're gonna draft the guy?
Yeah, they did sign Golden today, by the way. That's another one.
Yeah.
I think it was a $4 million that I saw before I got on here. Details are just coming out.
$4 million a year?
I think so.
It's gotta be pretty.
It's first
gotta
round
be
pick.
Pretty decent, yeah, because he's a first round pick. So, be interesting to see what the contract is. Hold on.
Then they had an interesting Caleb Williams article. How he wanted to go to the Vikings and not play for the Bears. Wait, what does he do?
It's for that though. I mean, that all came from his fucking dad, you know, who's just been fucking stupid in the first place through this whole thing. So, Golden, 4-year deal. So he's got to have a 5th-year option in there.
Yep.
But 4-year deal, $17.5 million in total. Signing bonus is 9.4.
Is that bad?
Yep. Not bad. They also signed. They have signed Savion Williams, Baron Sorrell. Love that kid. The fact that he's in the fucking fourth, they got him in the 4th round is fucking ridiculous. 5th round, Colin Oliver, 6th rounder, Warren Brinson, 7th rounder, round picks, Micah Robinson and John Williams.
The only one they haven't signed is Belt and 2nd rounder.
Massive, yeah. So Belton will probably be pretty soon here.
Yeah.
But yeah, good for Matthew Golden. Now he's just got to kind of live up to that and try to earn his next contract. So we'll see what happens. But okay, the installation was sorry.
And then Rodgers is allegedly supposed to be signing this week with the Steelers.
Is that what they're officially saying now?
Well, nothing official. It's still
okay.
It's ramping up. It's ramping up.
Okay.
So
I mean, yeah, it's gonna happen. But
and then Saints. What we're putting the Saints in as the worst team of the year. You know, start your guy against the Saints.
If that fucking shoulder was that goddamn bad beforehand, he did the Saints fucking dirty on that, and he did them dirty. But it doesn't, alleviate the Saints being fucking stupid for not making sure that what was going on with that before the fucking draft. Don't sit there and tell me that Shuck was your fucking guy this whole time. Shuck is okay, but Shuck is basically fucking like a little bit lower than Derek Carr. in terms of just every he has a decent base and throwing motion and all that shit. But I mean, I hear this shit about he's known for being able to read fucking defenses and all this type of shit. Then why the fuck does he lock eyes on fucking one receiver every goddamn time? Why? That's not a guy reading a fucking defense. He's not just picking us out and just saying, okay, that's where I need to go. And then sitting there for 5 fucking seconds in the pocket before he gets to throw it. And like I said, it's locked on to one guy. That's not reading a fucking defense. There's some bullshit on that. And I liked Andy Barron's fucking comment on that Shuck is the pick that you want to make if you want to get fucking Manning in next year's draft or whatever. But, and then talking to McGlynn, a couple weeks ago or whatever, he was saying that actually Manning probably is not coming out next year. It'll probably be the year after. They're kind of looking at 27.
Yeah, because he really didn't do a whole lot last year.
No. So but we'll see. I mean, he's gonna get a fucking sign, or he's gonna get drafted, high, just because he's got the Manning name on it. So yeah, it just is what it is. Even if they push it back a year, they push it back a year. So O'Marion Hampton signed with Chargers. He signed his rookie deal.
Hell yeah.
Like that kid.
That's a big fantasy guy for me. I don't know. I
want to see where he ends up, and we'll get into some of that ADP on there. He should still stay relatively low. I would think no more than, say, a 7th round pick in most redraft leagues. Dynasty rookie draft, you're gonna have to get him super fucking early on that. If you're gonna try and get him, he's gonna be top 5, or maybe even top 4. Depending upon how your league, rates the quarterbacks in terms of, like, say, Cam Ward. And why am I praying for you? Jackson Dirt. With Giants, as much as I hate Dart, it's such a good fucking spot for him. And just, dude, him throwing to fucking Malik Neighbors, that's gonna be fucking elite, man. Especially if they just kind of let him go. If they don't start him, start Wilson and Winston ahead. And then late in the year, let's just say 9th game of the year, and they just say, fuck it, we're out of it. So let's just put Jackson Dart in there and let's see what happens. I mean, Malik Neighbors could go to the fucking moon at that point in time. So, I mean, if he starts out really fucking slow, and becomes like a buy low type guy, because Malik Neighbors right now, yeah, he's a first round pick. He's 8th overall right now. That's 5 wide receivers going to the first 8 picks. So,
well, and then with Dabo's offense, they do all them little short passing game, which annoys defenses. And Dart could do that. And you got Neighbors. You got definitely see that. What's the receivers ADP there? Since you're looking at it.
You want to start getting into some ADP here?
Well, so,
what are you looking for? What do you just want?
No, you said Neighbors is 8th, and what we got? Jefferson 1 or what?
So I'll run through the top 12 here.
Okay.
So number 1 is going to be Jamar, and it should be is Jamar Chase, 1 overall, according to the NFFC. Justin Jefferson is 2 overall, 4. Sun God is wide receiver 3 overall, 6. That's high. It's very high for him.
New offense change.
CeeDee Lamb is still kind of up there. Wide receiver 4, 7th overall. Malik Neighbors is wide receiver 5, comes in at 8th overall. Puka Nakua is wide receiver 6, 11th overall. Brian Thomas Jr. out of Jacksonville, wide receiver 7, overall 14. That's a fucking skyrocket from last season.
Yeah.
Nico Collins is number 8, 15th pick overall. Drake London is wide receiver 9, 18th overall. That's a raise too. Both Collins and London. Lad McConkey is wide receiver 10 at pick 19. That's a huge overpay right now. Especially with the additions on there. They should spread the ball around quite a bit more. AJ Brown, wide receiver 11, pick 20 overall. And then Garrett Wilson is your wide receiver 12 at pick 24. Garrett Wilson is your wide receiver 12. What? Some interesting ones here then from, I'll just read 13 to 24 here. T. Higgins, JSN, Marvin Harrison, Mike Evans at overall 32. So he's still rather cheap. Tyreek Hill is a buy low guy. And then comes in Terry McLaurin, Cortland Sutton, DK Metcalf, Rashee Rice. Thought we'd get a little bit more of a discount on him. I have a lot of these guys that had the knee injuries from last year. I did highlight them for IR guys for right now. So guys like Rashee Rice and Zay Flowers, it's just kind of a wait and see. It's kind of take a look, but let's slow it down a little bit. See how they recover from them. Let's see. Devontae Adams is still wide receiver 22. Devonta Smith and DJ Moore round up the wide receiver 2s, and that's still within the mid-range round 4s. So 24 of your first 44 picks are wide receivers.
Almost like DJ Moore better than Garrett Wilson, but hey, that's my personal opinion. I don't know.
It's tough. It's tough. Justin Fields did do, or DJ Moore did well with Justin Fields in that 1 year. It was more in spurts than, it wasn't anything really consistent on there.
That's right. Yeah.
So, Garrett Wilson's probably going to be about the same thing, but that's kind of what he was last year. In particular, when Devontae Adams fucking came over, and then they were just like, he's just tossing the fucking rock. Rodgers just tossing a rock to his fucking guy, which was just like, kind of fucking knock that shit off. But he could have a bounce back year compared to last season. We just kind of have to wait and see how everything's going, because there's not really anything else there. I know they've got the rookie tight end that came in, but there's nobody really competing for targets outside of the running backs.
That's a good point. We need more info. So training camp, preseason is going to be huge to gather more intel on that, Yeah.
You want to know some rookies right now?
Yeah.
Here? Ted McMillan, Carolina, is wide receiver 27, pick 52. It's rather high, but this is new age Mike Evans, right? So where he's getting drafted, it's nothing like say Marvin Harrison last year, who kind of busted out. Malik Neighbors was up there too. So this is, if he stays down in here, I'm perfectly fine taking a shot on him. Travis Hunter for Jacksonville is wide receiver 32, pick 58 overall. Your next four: Luther Burden of Chicago, wide receiver 48. Matthew Golden is of Green Bay is 49. Emeka Egbuka for Tampa is at pick 50, or is wide receiver 50, my bad. And then Jaden Higgins for Houston is wide receiver 51. So those four right there are picks 96, 98, 99, and 100. Which of those four do you think I like the best?
You like the best?
I'll let you guess on that one, and then you tell me who you like the best out of it.
For fantasy, I would imagine it's going to be Higgins. Opposite of Nico, the way they pass, they don't really protect Stroud too well. So the ball's got to come out quick. I would say Higgins. I mean, Burden's right. Burden, nah. Yeah, I'd say Higgins.
Is that for you too?
Yeah, I'd say that.
Yeah. It's Higgins all day, every day on there. Egbuka is going to have to fight with Evans and Godwin. Golden is just going to have to fight it out with Reed and Dobbs and Tucker Kraft. Luther Burden's going to fight it with DJ Moore and
Adunze.
And then Cole Kmet and the rookie Loveland.
Loveland.
So that one's going to be interesting. Now, if you
Zach McMillan, then would be.
I mean, I wouldn't mind taking, if you're telling me at somewhere around pick 100, taking a shot on Burden. I don't have a problem with it, but to me, I would much rather take the shot on Higgins. Just because I think because he is talented, even though he was taken, later than these guys, but he's very talented. He's got the opportunity in that Houston offense, right away. So, they do have Jalen Noel, his teammate from Iowa State there too, but Noel's gonna be fighting it out with, some of the scraps, I think, early on with Houston. But
with Burden, we got with the Bears, they got all that production they got from Keenan Allen last year. So who's going to really step up for that role? Because there was a lot of possession. There's a lot of PPR gold there. But who's it going to be? Is it going to be Burden or is it going to be Dunze? In terms of those receivers,
Yeah, I mean,
he could hit. Burden could hit. So, and then Tack, I'm just envisioning, because like you said, the Evans role, but like goal line, he's going to get some touchdowns for you. They're going to throw some jump balls for that. It's 100% when the opportunity knocks there. So
he was a good looking kid too. At the Play 60 event. Like he was a good looking kid in terms of like his size and everything. He should have some success on there. I mean, he's twice as tall as Bryce Young, but so he's going to have a nice tall target.
Right, and they throw it high.
Throw it high.
Jump it.
Couple other guys.
Go ahead. I was just going to say, we talked about Hampton, Omari and Hampton. What do you got for running backs?
Okay. I was going to finish up a couple of other wide receivers because there's an interesting one in here.
Okay.
For the rookies. So Trey Harris comes in at 55. Kyle Williams of New England. Trey Harris is Chargers.
Okay.
That's the kid that's going to be taking away some targets from fucking Lat McConkey. Guaranteed. Kyle Williams for New England is at wide receiver 57. He should actually see some decent targets too. Kind of like him in that offense. Jalen Noel, we talked about Houston at 63. That one I'm probably going to stay a little bit away from. Jack Beck for the Raiders at 65. That's our new Geordie. Alec, I am Manora. I am manure
Whoa.
for Tennessee.
I'm a newer.
For Tennessee at 66. Pat Bryant for Denver. Care for him. At wide receiver 72. Now here's another Tennessee wide receiver for you, right? Xavier Restrepo, the teammate of new Titans quarterback Cam Ward, the UDFA. He comes in at wide receiver 76 right now. So right at that back end of the draft. And Restrepo is not a bad he's not a shit wide receiver.
He just ran a 7.4 40.
Yeah.
That's why I went undrafted. Yeah, no.
Yeah.
He's running with concrete shoes. But your point is he was teammates with Cam Ward and they're buddies. So there could be a comfortability. There could be a nice rhythm, especially early on in camp when there's a chance he hits.
He's got a chance to be a wide receiver 3 in that offense.
Could be a PPR guy.
Could be. You just never know. So, running backs. We want to go through the RB1s right now, and then we'll go through rookies again.
Yeah.
All right. So, who's the top running back right now?
It's got to be Saquon, no?
Nope. It's our other favorite guy.
Saquon. Oh, really? Jacobs?
Nope. Nope.
Genty?
No.
He's going to be up there. Oh, McCaffrey. I already see.
Nope. Nope. This draft.
What's that?
This draft.
Oh, Bijan?
Bijan.
Yeah. I already had Caffrey on IR, so. Well, Bijan is 1 right now. Okay.
Bijan is 1, overall number 2. Saquon comes in at RB2. You can't drop him past there. Overall 3. Jahmyr Gibbs for Detroit is our running back 3. Number 5 overall. Ashton Genty of the Raiders, RB4. Overall of 9. That's going to be your Bijan from a couple years ago. We got to be careful with this. I like him quite a bit. But for right now, I just kind of want to watch that ADP. If he's at the back end of round 1, I think I'm more comfortable with it. If he starts kind of hopping up, I'm going to be a little bit more careful of it. I will take Genty before I take any fucking Christian McCaffrey. RB5 overall.
Lesson learned.
Lesson learned. I had some love for Devon Achane this year before he started talking that he left a lot of shit on the field. Missed plays, missed opportunities and stuff. He comes in RB6, overall number 12. Bucky Irving of Tampa comes in at RB7, overall number 13. It's a little high for me, sophomore year on there. But I mean, he has kind of earned it, but I still think it's too high. Like last week, he was at overall 25. And then he's jumped up to 13. So he's made quite a bump in a week. Derrick Henry is at RB8, overall 17. I kind of like that one right now. Josh Jacobs, even though he's getting older, but still, offense opportunity. You just kind of got to be aware of the possible breakdown. Josh Jacobs is at RB9, overall 23. Not in Wisconsin. He'll be in top 12. Jonathan Taylor, RB10 at number 26. Chase Brown For Cincinnati, RB 11, overall 28. And then Kyron Williams of the Rams is your RB 12, overall 29, just ahead of James Cook. So, any issues you got with some of these guys within that top 12 on there? Or right now, in terms of order, I think it's okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I mean, you got a lot of the rookies in your RB2s here that are going to be coming up. But, I mean, it's about right. Kyron bringing up, kind of the back end on there. James Cook just kind of missing out. I think still is actually kind of value, really, at 33 overall as the RB13, at the start of the RB2s.
That's a contract year, is it not, for him?
It's still a contract year. Yeah, they haven't done anything. He hasn't quite threatened to really sit out. Sit out. So we'll have to see what happens there. But Breece Hall coming in at 14. Chuba, Joe Mixon. Joe Mixon actually is still quite priced down because he's overall at 47.
Do you think he still got it, Joe Mixon? I mean, he's getting a little long in the tooth for a running back.
I don't know. I didn't draft him last year because I kind of hopped off the train.
I hopped off the train, and then he was producing like a rookie. He was. That's a dangerous one.
I have more faith in Derrick Henry staying healthy through a full fucking year at his age than I do with Joe Mixon.
Right. But his numbers were pretty damn good last year.
They were, but he tailed off at the end.
Mm-hmm. That offensive line, man.
Yeah, that offensive line is shit. Rookies. Let's take a look. Travion Henderson for New England is RB 17, overall 49. O'Marion Hampton of the Chargers is RB 18, pick 50. So just right inside the early fifth round there for one O'Marion Hampton. RJ Harvey for Denver. This is my Jaleel McLaughlin clone. I think they're the same fucking running back. Which, I mean, honestly, it could pay off. But RB 19 at pick 60 is a little too high for me on him. And then you got Caleb Johnson for Pittsburgh. He's already up there at RB 20, pick 61 overall. Now, those four come here. I'll give you the next five guys, okay, that are non-rookies that are right behind them. Kenneth Walker, James Conner, Alvin Kamara, Tony Pollard, and David Montgomery. And I think there's three guys in there that I might take before I take RJ Harvey and a Caleb Johnson in there. And that's, right. Kenneth Walker, James Conner, and I'll still take a shot on David Montgomery. Tony Pollard was actually really, really fucking good and just had missed opportunities at the fucking goal line because of holding penalties, all types of bullshit. So it's not me fading Tony Pollard because of Tony Pollard. It's me fading Tony Pollard because of the fucking offensive line. But
man, was that frustrating last year. Hey, scored a touchdown. Holding, called back. Oh, run the 30-yard screen for a touchdown.
And the only way that you fucking know, the only way that you knew how fucking hosed he was getting was by actually watching the game because nobody fucking knew it. They were all scoreboard watching, and nobody fucking knew it. They're all like, "Oh, I told you Tony Pollard fucking sucked." It's like, no, he's doing awesome, and he's just not fucking getting it. He's getting fucked over every time because I'd have Tony Pollard in the fucking DFS write-up, and I'm like, he can't keep getting fucking snake bit like this. He can't. It's fucking nearly impossible. And they achieved the impossible and kept fucking him over.
He had 5 of them called back.
Yeah. So
anyway,
let's move on. now that I'm visibly fucking upset.
Bring it back. Start smashing things again.
Want to grab that offensive line coach and just fucking punch him right in the face.
Callahan.
So our next rookie's here. We'll go down to one of these guys. I'm sure that helped out everybody. Quinshon Judkins for Cleveland is RB26, pick 78. It's not bad. Definitely not bad. The offensive line is still a little suspect on there, but I think Judkins can overcome that offensive line. He's pretty fucking talented. Both of those Ohio State guys are fucking talented. Cam Scanaboo, my bad. For the Giants is at RB30 at pick 93. As an RB3, I'm a little hesitant on there. If he dropped to an RB4 level, I'd probably be better with it. I'd like to see him drop into the hundreds.
I'm not feeling that one yet. I gotta see him.
Dude, Tyrone Tracy is almost right behind him at RB32 at pick 101. He's not far behind him. So I mean, we could do the old back-to-back if we really want to buy into the Giants backfield on there. You could go Tracy and Scanaboo, especially if you're on one of the ends where you're doing a wraparound. The old wraparound. I think you could do both of them. It's kind of like doing the Kenneth Walker and when Charbonnet were right next to each other. And just doing it back to back and just covering the backfield itself altogether. But Aaron Jones is actually right in between those two at RB31. I think that's fair at this point. He's getting up there too. At some point, he's going to completely. I hate to say it, he's going to, even though he's a Viking.
Yeah, he's going to be a nice flex piece.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like. If he drops farther, is he your third or a flex? You get that couple of weeks where he's healthy. Okay. Yeah. That's where he's at. Like, I don't know if I want to touch him.
Yeah. I hear you. Bashul Tootin. Jacksonville, RB35, 104 overall. Here's something interesting. Though this is off rookies. Isaiah Pacheco is at RB36, overall 105. I was never a big Pacheco guy. I said it his rookie fucking year that at some point he's going to break down real fucking early in his career. And it happened. Now, with that being said, though, do we think he's worth taking a shot on this fucking low?
Get a piece of that offense? Yeah. I had him on the tail end of the last year, and it was gross. It was gross. Like he'd have 10 carries for a yard,
right.
3 catches for 6 yards. Like he really struggled even coming back from that injury. So I don't know if he was completely healthy or, like you said, he got them dead legs, broke down. Mm-hmm. Got an off season to get right. He's going that late. Just the potential to get a piece of that Kansas City offense is almost worth it.
Yeah.
I mean, but I wouldn't, don't fall in love with the name. Just cut him. Yeah. If he ain't, you know what I mean? If he ain't, or they drafted a guy. Why can't I think of his name?
I'll get to him.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
But yeah. I mean, I don't think Pacheco's got very much longer to go. I think it's this year or nothing. Especially if it's fucking lightning in a bottle and he goes off this year. I wouldn't fucking touch him to save my life in 26. But I think in this spot at 105 overall, if you like say a fourth running back, like he'd be perfectly fine on my team.
Why not? Right? Get a piece of that offense because it's going to click eventually. That offense,
Jaden Blue comes actually next at RB37, pick 106, followed by Javonte Williams. So Jaden Blue's getting a little bit of love because Miles Sanders is not even anywhere the fuck near this. I don't think.
Yeah, no one really believes in Sanders.
Oh yeah, RB58. There we go.
He's just the guy.
Dude, Brian Robinson is at RB40, 112 right now overall.
I'll take that.
I'll take that too. I'd also probably take a shot here on Jordan Mason, who's now in Minnesota, not San Francisco. Might take a shot on him at RB39, pick 110. But I'd take Robinson before I take Mason because you get the at least an early down starter in there with Robinson over Mason, but both of them still at really fantastic values. Your handcuff, Isaac Guerrero in San Francisco is at RB43. Not bad. Dylan Sampson for Cleveland is at 45.
Hey, don't sleep on him.
Don't sleep on him.
Don't sleep on him either, because like Junkians don't take off. One of those two guys are going to take off because they're going to get their opportunities there in Cleveland.
All right. So just to finish off RBs right now, we'll do tight ends first before we do quarterbacks. We'll save them for last. Devin Neal for New Orleans is at RB53. Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt for Washington. That's a kid I want to watch.
That's my guy.
RB59. That's your kid from Arizona. Jarquez Hunter for the Rams. That's another guy to kind of keep an eye on here. It's a potential Kyron Williams handcuff. RB60. DJ Giddens for Indianapolis, 63. Brashard Smith is your kid in Kansas City. He is at RB66. He has a chance to really jump up in that lineup in terms of the depth chart. So he doesn't have really all that much competition. I mean, there's really just Kareem Hunt really with Isaiah Pacheco there. So kid's got some moves, man. That's the special kid. That's the kid that I said was the special one.
Right, was he converted receiver, ain't he?
Diamond in the rough guy. So that being said, unless you have anything else you want to say about running backs, we're going to move on to tight ends real quick.
Do it. Let's go. Tight ends.
Tight ends.
Ready, break.
All right. So your tight end ones in order. Brock Bowers is your number one. Brock Bowers. It's tight end one. 16 overall. Rather high. Starting to jump up. He's already starting to jump up into the Kelsey Andrews area from yesteryears.
It's the hairline.
He plays older than his hairline. Trey McBride comes in at tight end 2 at 22 overall. George Kittle from San Francisco is your tight end 3 at 46. I like Kittle more and more now that Debo's gone. A little bit more. It's going to make him way more fucking valuable now. Sam Laporta for Detroit is your tight end 4, 62 overall. TJ Hawkinson for Minnesota is your tight end 5, pick 81. So we're already kind of getting in some major value for some guys that were drafted, really high in the last couple of years.
And you got the rookie quarterback. That's a check down waiting to happen right there.
Mm-hmm. Just don't run to the left. Stay on his right hand side.
Can't do that.
He can't do left. Fucking kid can't throw left. Mark Andrews for Baltimore is your tight end 6 at 89 overall. Travis Kelce of Kansas City is your tight end 7 at 90 overall. I still think, to me, I would probably still take a shot on Andrews and Kelce, probably a little bit more on Kelce. I think that's just. I know he's getting up there, but it's terrific value. I think the passing game is going to be a little bit more opened up with the, you get Rashee Rice, and then you got the rookie coming into with Worthy. That's a lot of speed out there, and Hollywood Brown. That's a lot of fucking speed out there that those DBs have to cover. That's going to open that shit back up, I believe, in my honest opinion, for Kelsey quite a bit in the middle. Jonnu Smith for Miami is your
what a heck of a year, huh?
92. I know. I'm just wondering.
What a heck of a year.
And you can't even you want to say it's an aberration, it's just like an outlier. But he was doing that shit in Atlanta the year before and killing fucking Kyle Pitts.
Yeah.
So this could be a real deal type of thing, and you're getting a real savings on him because with the production that he had last year, he should be up by Kittle and right in front of Laporta, to be completely honest. So Jonnu Smith at tight end 892 overall. It's you got to think about it. Is Tyreek Hill going to stay fucking healthy? Is Jalen Waddle going to fucking stay healthy?
None of those guys really have. Nobody in Miami stayed healthy.
Except for one Jonnu Smith. Jonnu Smith. Porn star. Tyler Warren, the rookie for Indianapolis, comes in at tight end 997 overall. It's too high until I see Mo Alley Cox get the fuck out of there. And, they still have another 5 fucking tight ends. But I do like Tyler Warren himself. Evan Ingram in Denver at tight end 10, 111. If I hear one fucking person say fucking sleeper again on him, it's Evan fucking Ingram. It's like the most fucking, like Denver's needed a tight end for the last 6 fucking years. This isn't a sleeper. This is called an obvious fucking value spot with the fucking second-year quarterback in Bo Nix, who will utilize Evan Ingram to his fucking fullest. This has more potential than fucking Cortland Sutton at his fucking ADP at wide receiver. I'd rather pay this. I'd rather pay fucking this sleeper. There's no such fucking thing as a sleeper anymore. There's like thousands of us fucking talking about this shit. So stupid. Fucking sleeper. Your sleeper pick. Evan Ingram. I don't know if you know this, but Evan Ingram plays for the Broncos. No shit? No shit? The big news was when fucking Jacksonville cut him. Not that Denver fucking said, well, fuck you. We'll sign him. Like, that was so obvious. So tight end 11 is going to be the rookie Colston Loveland for Chicago. Pick 119 overall. I don't hate it, but I wouldn't want it. I wouldn't want to rely on him. And then to finish this off for the tight end ones, David Njoku for Cleveland. Tight end 12, 121. If he could stay fucking healthy, it'd be way worth it. But I'll be sold on David Njoku if Joe Flacco does indeed start and play most of the season, because they had the connection.
Yeah, they did.
So we don't have to worry about Kyle Pitts at tight end 14. He's still ahead of fucking Jake Ferguson and Dallas Goedert. Dallas Goedert's at tight end 16. Dude, I know he was injured last year, but fuck. I mean, the guy's stayed on the field, for most of it. Most of his time there in Philadelphia.
I think it's productive as you think. I had Goedert a few. It was kind of a headache. Goedert.
Fucking headache.
I'm just saying. I mean, but yeah, you're getting a piece of that Philadelphia offense.
Yeah, just want to break a piece off. Tucker Kraft is your tight end 18.
That's bull crap.
As far as the rookies
Great.
are concerned, Mason Taylor, the rookie for the New York Jets, is tight end 25. Back into the draft 221. Taylor is somebody to kind of watch, and he's going to be somebody to watch for mostly for DFS. That's where we're really going to take a look on him because he's going to be really fucking cheap. And if I'm not mistaken, Justin Fields really loved Cole Kmet in Chicago. The little check down option there. So Taylor, even though I was not high on him in the draft, this is another one of those, the landing spot.
Yep.
Taylor moves up a little bit because the landing spot is as good as what it is.
And does Aaron Glenn bring over any of that Detroit offensive philosophy where they, feature the tight end? So
right.
If they do, and with Fields, that could be definitely a person to be watching. It's hard to trust a rookie.
Oh, I know.
Rookie tight end,
Oh, I know.
But there's nothing else. I mean, they got Wilson and who? You know what I mean?
I mean, Alan Lazard is still there.
No, Lazard went to the Steelers.
Did he?
Yeah.
They brain fart on that?
Just happened.
When?
Just made it happen.
Fucking Paul Burkholz with his magical boom championship hands made the fucking move happen. Oh, I get it. because Rodgers is going there.
No, for real, Lazard did go there.
Oh, that's how you know that fucking Rodgers is going there, because they made the precursor move or the preliminary move of bringing in Alan Lazard, and now look, it's a 110%.
Oh, hold on. Oh, Randall Cobb is on a plane heading to Pittsburgh.
And this is where I was going. I was going to make this point with fucking crazy eyes right here. And then you beat me to it. You stole my fucking thunder. You son of a bitch.
Sorry. Oh. Yeah.
Bitch.
Whoa.
Wrong button. Okay. All right.
Congratulations.
All right. Quarterbacks. Your top 12 quarterbacks as of right now. Josh Allen, QB1, 21 overall. Lamar Jackson is QB2, 25 overall. No big surprises on there. They've flip-flopped each and every week. Jaden Daniels is your QB3, pick 41.
Christopher Walken.
Wow. Jaden Daniels.
From LSU.
I don't know if you know this, but Joe Burrow comes in at QB4. Pick 51 overall. Wow. The value. I mean, you could take Jaden Daniels, or you could save about 10 picks and you could stay and get Joe Burrow.
You're talking to my guy. Oh,
you're talking to my guy. All right. Dude, I'm so fucking tired.
Okay. Burrow, Daniels, Burrow, and
I mean, honestly, I probably would wait for Joe Burrow before I take Jaden Daniels. Although Jaden Daniels will get you the rushing, that's kind of his little bonus. That's where you're kind of taking the shot that 10 pick that 10 picks ahead, that rushing is going to overcome the Joe Burrow cannon. But the thing of it is with Burrow is, can T. Higgins fucking stay on the field for a whole fucking year? Now he's got his contract with Cincinnati, so really he's got nothing really to sit there and play for. I just don't know if he's got the wherewithal to really stay on the field, any more than he did the last couple of years where he's been hurt. So, but I mean, Burrow made it happen. He utilized Chase Brown to his fullest when he was on the field, and that was even a little bit. It was very early year Joe Mixon esque on there where he was actually involved with the passing game. I know that Samaje Perine is back, but Samaje Perine isn't going to really do shit back there. It's pretty much the Chase Brown show.
Yeah, they got the Brooks kid from Texas Tech.
Yeah. We do this whole thing before we start the live stream is the lime face and the lemon face. Lemon face on that one, but QB6. Got any ideas who QB6 might be?
Jordan Love.
Absolutely wrong. It is Baker Mayfield of Tampa Bay.
Hey, Baker!
Fucking forget about it.
Forget about it.
Baker Mayfield, though, pick 77 overall, right ahead of Patrick Mahomes at QB7, pick 83.
Baker last year, man. What a scrappy dude last year, man.
Oh,
Baker.
Yeah. Dude, that fucking game against the New York Giants, man, when he fucking stood up and did that. Dude, we were fucking me and Famous were just like, oh fuck no, he did.
Tommy Cutlets in your face.
Say hi to your mother for me. Bo Nix comes in at QB8, pick 84 overall, followed by Drake May of New England. QB9, he's QB9, 87 overall. Caleb, I paint my fingers, Williams comes in at QB10, pick 116, followed by new $50 million a year quarterback Brock Purdy of San Francisco. QB
you can't trade
11, 117. Did you see that I got fucking trolled?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Yeah, fucking 49ers fan just on there. He's like, you don't understand how these contracts fucking work and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I didn't even bother with a fucking response to it. I'm like, just blow it out your fucking ass. I know exactly how these fucking contracts work, you piece of shit. Just because you can't see past your fucking red I'm sorry, I'm just gonna go with this color, crimson and gold colored fucking glasses.
Crimson.
Okay, get the fuck out of here. Go fuck yourself. QB12, Dak Prescott of Dallas. Pick 126. I kind of like that. I kind of like it.
Yeah.
I kind of like it.
CeeDee Lamb, Pickens, Ferguson. Yeah.
If in week 1 Jake Ferguson scores a fucking touchdown, I'm going to be like, ha! Told you, Jake Ferguson is fucking back. This is the Fergie year. So to add insult to injury, JJ McCarthy, Justin Fields comes in at QB 13. That's not what I was going with here. But JJ McCarthy of Minnesota is QB 14. Jordan Love is QB 15.
All right. Sleep on him. That's right. Sleep on him.
Jared Goff comes in at QB 16. So, man, just kind of rounded out. There's only 22 quarterbacks listed here for this week. Justin Herbert at 17, Kyler Murray at 18, CJ Stroud at 19, Trevor Lawrence at 20 is interesting, particularly for Superflex and 2 QB leagues. Trevor Lawrence, I might take a shot on just with Brian Thomas, and if they're actually going to have Travis Hunter involved in that offense, I will pay that price for that quarterback. But Anthony Richardson at 21, and then the rookie Cam Ward of Tennessee comes in at QB 22. So a lot of shine coming off some of these quarterbacks down here at the bottom. A lot of value that I think we could really take advantage of.
You can wait on QB. Yeah.
You could wait on fucking QB on there. We're gonna have to see where these pockets kind of come into focus. But we're not gonna worry about that until we get a little bit later into June. About mid-June, then we'll start seeing where the pockets of value are for each of the positions. But your defenses for right now, there's only 13. I'll read them in order. So they have Denver, Philadelphia, Baltimore, Houston, San Francisco, Pittsburgh, Minnesota, Buffalo, Chargers, Rams. Rams was kind of surprising. Browns, I'm surprised, are at 11, but this was their first week getting ranked out of the 3. Tampa Bay comes in at 12. That was a new one too, and then New England comes in at 13. The teams that fell out of the rankings were Seattle, Detroit, Dallas, and Green Bay. Which I was a little surprised that Green Bay actually made it into the ranking this early in the year, but that's your current defenses right now. I'm not really too worried about it. Like I said, this week I'll be working on strength of schedule, hopefully having that done by the end of this weekend. Going to get another podcast out later this week, maybe on Wednesday, maybe on Thursday. I want to try and get on a regular schedule if we can. I know my daughter, she has softball for the summer. Usually her games are on, I believe it's Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I'm trying to think if I want to just do Mondays and Wednesdays and maybe do a bonus on Sundays and stuff just to kind of, get some bullshit talking points out a little bit. Wednesday one to kind of get everything out, get one out before the weekend hits. Especially since I share the audio with the Apple and Spotify links and stuff. Get that out for the people who are in their cars and stuff. The podcast actually has been getting a lot more listenership over the last couple of weeks. I appreciate everybody who's kind of tried it out and, put in a listen, put in a watch on the live streams. I mean, can't do it unless we got people actually fucking viewing it. So do appreciate you being here. Even if we don't say it nearly enough.
We do though. We do.
But we love doing it. I was hoping to have the fucking intro video. I got to get it converted. So we're not going to share that online yet. But Paul has seen it. Paul, what do you think of the new intro video?
I love it. Do it.
I held out for as long as I could on there.
People are gonna like it.
So hopefully we have that out.
That was fun.
I've watched it. I've watched it a few times. The song on there was just way too good. And you reintroduced that song to me over that draft weekend.
Yeah. I've contaminated your brain.
Okay, we don't need to scare these people. All right, and that's why I got like a plain fucking background here. Still want to freak anybody out with the, look at this shit over here. Look at that's noisy. That's noisy. This is very silent. It's very appealing. It's very like feng shui.
Indubitably.
All right. So Paul, where can everybody find you?
At Burke 5069 Knucklehead on the old X. That's pretty much where you get me, and on our Discord. You can reach out on Discord.
Yes, we do have a Discord that is for the subscribers only. DawgHouseFF.com. there is a promo code if anybody wants to sign up. The NFL Draft 25 promo code. I'll definitely get that in a link and everything. But that is the $50 per year every year for life. For the service, a full 365 service, handling all in-season and off-season content done by yours truly. Because I can't afford to fucking pay anybody else. Otherwise, I would because I'm tired as fuck. Any which way. But yeah, there is a Discord for the subscribers. If anybody wants to get in there, I have not sent out the links to. I haven't actually put it up on the site yet. I really should do that. Just for everybody to kind of, who comes back in there and they're just like, oh, hey, we got a Discord, because it makes it a lot easier to talk in between everything, answer questions and stuff like that. Keeps it all nice and tight for everyone. The draft prizes are going to be going out. Just waiting on a couple of addresses and stuff before I kind of just do everything all at once. Anybody in town, I'm just gonna come find you and throw your shit at you. Not literally, but I might leave that flaming bag. I don't know. We'll get it figured out. But any which way, you can find me. My socials on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook are at RoyDawg_13. TikTok, RoyDawg13 there. And then, of course, on Facebook, Dennis M. Roy. And you are Paul Burkholz over on Facebook. You forgot that one.
Yeah. I am the Paul.
You are the Paul Cuckoo Cachoo.
Cuckoo Cachoo.
But holy shit, what, about an hour and 15 minutes? Hour and 12 minutes. I can see it on the fucking live if I open my goddamn eyes. I'm tired. But what do you think? You want to do Wednesday? Or are you gonna leave me all by myself?
We'll see.
We'll see. Maybe start talking.
I know what time we get done.
Start talking some teams.
Yeah. We'll work on it.
We'll get it figured out. If anything, we'll just have a bullshitting session, and then everybody in the chat can join in on the bullshitting session.
And the bullshitting and the bullshitting.
We are the bullshitters. Didi, we are the bullshitters.
Stay out of my laboratory, Didi.
All right, we gotta go. So everybody have a good night. We'll see you when you see you. The audio podcast of this episode will be up tomorrow night, and then we will actually have this up on the site tomorrow too, as I start working the reworking the media page, so we keep all of our videos. How about that? How about a fresca? Peace out, everybody. Have a good night. We'll see you when you see you.
Peace.